Hey guys, it's Carolina here from KarolinasKrafts and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I wanted to play with this new die set from Scraftiva Designs. It is her Christmas bell tag. Now we are going to be doing this like this, just turning them into a tag, but I'm also going to share with you how to do a shaker. And I've been getting a lot of requests from people to share how I make shakers, and although I have like tutorials on my channel and stuff with different kind of styles and different shapes and things like that of shakers, people are just like always wanting to see how I make shakers with all the different things. So I just thought I would do a video on how I'm making these and how you could also turn it into a shaker as well, because these are just so stinking cute. I'm actually making sets of these for my craft fair. I still have to put on like the ribbon on these guys. And yeah, I think they are just so cute. I love them. So they come together quickly and they just make really cute tags for all the different things, whether you're including this into a journal or an album, or you're actually going to be using it as a tag on a gift. Like, these are absolutely adorable. So I want to share with you guys how I make these, and let's get started. So I'm going to have the die set linked down below for the Christmas bell tag from Scraftiva. And of course, you guys can use the code Carolina for 10% off your order. So just to make like a regular tag like this, you could see here that you could either die cut out the large piece right here with either a solid or patterned paper, doesn't matter. And then I kind of offset it. If I did patterned paper here, I die cut out this piece then in a solid, and if I did a solid on the outside, then I die cut out the inside with patterned paper. And then this is your gold layering piece that I cut out. So I mean, you could do it either way. So that's all you're going to need. If you're doing this regular way, you can literally just put all of these pieces on your plate, your die cutting plate, and cut them all out at once. And yeah, so cut them all out, different papers and all that, and then just put it together. So I'm going to share with you what that one looks like when you put it together. So I have my tag die cut out in patterned paper. I have just the bell in navy blue, and then I have the gold layering piece. Okay, and now to just put this together. So actually, one more thing I want to share, because I did these a couple of different ways. Okay, so this one is different from this one, for example. So this one, I glued down the pattern paper on the back. So instead of gluing this down on the front here, I glued it down on the back like that. And then I did the layering piece, so you could see this has more of a white space. And if you still want like the bell outline on the back, then you're gonna glue that piece on top of here. Okay, so you could do it either or. I have done both ways. I'm not entirely sure which way I like better just yet. I kind of think I like the back way better, especially if the patterned paper has the white back. But since I'm doing a solid right now, I'm just gonna put it right on top. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my glue with like a fine tip. So I'm just using Barely Art glue, and I'm just going to outline this bell right here. Okay, so I'm just outlining this just like that, and then I'm gonna put this piece down right on top to get that stuck down. All right, then once you have that, you're gonna do the same thing with this gold layering piece. And you're gonna glue that on top as well. All right, so then your tag is finished. Like, that was super easy. That only took like a couple of minutes to put together, and I just die cut everything out, like I said, in one shot, which was very easy as well. And on top of that, all I have been using is scraps of paper, scraps of solids, scraps of patterned paper, and just putting these together, even scraps of my gold foil paper. So that's all I've been doing. Okay, next up, to turn this into a shaker, again, you're going to cut all these pieces, same pieces that you just did before. Just obviously, if you're, I mean, you don't have to, you could do 2 patterns if you want, but I did patterned paper, gold foil, solid, and then on top of that, you're also going to need this piece cut out in foam and this piece cut out on acetate. So you're going to need 2 extra pieces to make a shaker. So I have all my pieces cut here, my patterned paper, my red background, my gold foil layer, my acetate, and I have my foam, but just know that I didn't use one consistent piece of foam. I put kind of 2 together and I die cut it out like that because I'm not going to waste no foam. So we're going to just put that together. Obviously you'd want to see if you could try to get like 1 piece, but you know, this is how I'm doing mine. So again, you're going to put some glue around this so I could stick down the red foil, not the red foil, sorry, the red solid cardstock. Okay, then I'm gonna take my my foam piece. I'm using 3mm foam. You could use 2mm. You could always layer it together. If you don't have foam, you can cut this out a few times on like heavyweight cardstock and then stick it all together and make your layering pieces that way. So it really just depends on what you have available. Like, you don't have to do all these pieces, like you don't have to have foam in order to make a shaker. I feel like that's like a common misconception, and people want foam, which yes, it's a little bit easier, especially if you find a foam that you can die cut through. But I mean, it's totally not necessary. You don't need it. Okay, so now I'm just going to put some glue down here, like all around this, so I could get this stuck down to my paper. Okay, and I'm going to stick it down on top of that other red piece. And because I had 2 pieces, now I need to stick this one down also. I'm trying to just see. Okay, it goes that way, I think. No, this way. Okay. So now I'm gonna glue this down also, just because I didn't want to waste any foam, and nobody's gonna know that it was 2 pieces. Just make sure to glue it down where it's like connecting and it's not leaving a gap in between. I just want to make sure that this is going to fit on top. Okay, so that's good. I mean, I do need this to dry a little bit, so I'm going to let this glue dry. We'll put that aside, and then in the meantime, I'm going to take my acetate piece and my gold foil piece, and I'm just going to glue my gold foil piece to the acetate. And ideally, if you can, you'd want to put like something heavy on top of this. I'm actually just going to put, that's not that heavy, but you know, I'm putting some hot cocoa that I just had on my desk just right on top. All right, so now I'm going to glue this gold foil piece to the acetate and get that stuck down. And this is another one of those things that you want to put something heavy on top, especially because I'm gluing onto acetate and you really want it to stick. I mean, you're gluing onto plastic, right? So you really do want it to stay. So I'm actually just gonna stick a paper pad on top of these. Okay, paper pad number 1 and paper pad number 2. All right, so I'm gonna let that dry for a few minutes and I'll be right back. All right, so it has been a few minutes. I am going to take this all off now and we're gonna continue on with my, what am I making? A shaker. So I now have these 2 pieces. Now you just need your shaker elements, your shaker bits, whatever sequin mix you are going to be using. I just have this one in my stash, so I'm just gonna put some in here. And there's a nice little star in there as well. Now I won't be able to fit a star in the top part, and actually can't even fit. Okay, now that my phone ran out of storage and I just spent more time trying to clear storage off my phone than this whole video has been taking me to do. Let's get back to it, you guys. All right, so everything is now good to go. I put the sequins in here. I have a little bit of sequins on the top, obviously nothing, not too much, just because it's not like a wide spot. I'm not putting anything in here. Now, if you have the little like bally kind of sequins, the little teeny tiny seed bead things, you could totally put those in there. I'm just gonna do this. Nobody's not even gonna know that they're not down there. So now I'm gonna get this stuck down. So I'm just gonna put some more glue around here. And you want to make sure to really get the glue everywhere so that there are no spaces in between your acetate layer and your foam, because if there's no glue there, obviously it'll separate there and then you might have some sequins kind of coming out. So just make sure you have enough glue, and anything that's kind of like drying up that I'm seeing, I'm going back and adding a little bit more. All right, let's add this on and just get this down as best as possible without moving it too much like I just did, but it's fine. I mean, the glue dries clear, so it's not the end of the world, but you know, don't go around shaking this just yet. You want to obviously stick it down. You obviously want to press down with something, so I'm just going to bring back my my paper and I'm going to press down, but I'm also going to let that dry for a little bit as well. Okay, so I think this is now dried. Oh, so dry that it stuck to the bottom of to my paper pad. But anyway, so this is what it looks like. I do have a little bit of glue. This just kind of rubs off. If I just rub it off, it does come off. And there we go. You got yourself a little shaker tag if you wanted to turn this into a tag. I still drying like in between there. That's okay. I'm not gonna do anything else with it, but yeah, you could either do a shaker tag, you could make regular tags with just the bell. Obviously the shaker elevates it a little bit more, but I think for something like quick, whether you're, you know, making gift tags to put onto gifts or you're doing something for a craft fair, I think this is like such a great idea. And all I did was use this, the Christmas bell tag, and like I said, just scraps of pattern paper, scraps of solid cardstock. This is just like a leftover sequin mix I had in my stash. I think somebody may have made this and sent it to me at some point. I'm actually glad I found this because I used up all of the ones that I made that were Christmas themed already, so I'm glad I found that so I didn't have to make one right now. But yeah, such a great and easy project to be able to use up your scraps and you have something that looks so beautiful, perfect for the holiday season. So definitely check out this die set. Again, use the code Carolina for 10% off your order, and I will see you guys in my next crafty video. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.